Hey everyone, Daniel Posner, Grapes the Wine Company, bringing you another edition of How to Read a Wine Label. This time we're taking you to Italy, and most specifically to Classico in Tuscany. So you've probably all heard of Tuscany, you've probably heard of Chianti Classico. What you may not know is that Classico is a village in Chianti. If you picture Italy as the country, that's the United States. Tuscany is the state, if you will. Chianti is the county. Classico is the village. And with us today we have three great wines from one of our favorite producers in Classico, Tuscany. So this is their village level Chianti Classico. Grapes for this come from anywhere in Classico. Italy doesn't tell you the grapes, but what you really have to know in Chianti, main grape is Sangiovese, so kind of easy to know. There are some other grapes that you get blended in, Colorino being one, and you can even blend a little bit of Cabernet and more like international varieties. Typically by law, you need to have Sangiovese as the primary grape in there. So that's Chianti Classico Tuscany. If we're going up a level, you get into Reserva level. So this is 2020 Le Vigne Chianti Classico Reserva. Primary difference here is Reserva has to have a certain amount of time in oak designated. Le Vigne happens to be a single vineyard. It doesn't have to be a Reserva, but this one is a Reserva. I believe it's 100% Sangiovese. Reserva will spend a little more time in oak or barrique than regular, just normal Chianti Classico, normale. And finally, then getting up a level, you've got their Gran Selezione Rada Chianti Classico. In 2010-ish, in Chianti Classico, they came up with a new designation called Gran Selezione. That does mean by law it has to be a single vineyard. It is Sangiovese, again by law mostly, if not all Sangiovese. But Gran Selezione is the highest level now wine in Chianti Classico. It has to be a single vineyard, as I mentioned. So you see some producers that make multiple Gran Seleziones, because if you own a lot of property, you can make multiple ones, multiple single vineyard wines. Some producers already were doing that, so they just had to add Gran Selezione to the label. Not the winemaking didn't change. The main thing that changed, unfortunately for consumers, the price went up. So this is 2021 Gran Selezione Rada Vigna Casanova dell'Aia. Casanova dell'Aia is the single vineyard for this wine. So three tremendous wines, one of our favorite producers. It is not easy to read a label in Italy. We're going to explore more regions in Italy next time. So cheers.